إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Okay, mashallah ta'ala, it's nice to see you all again. Your dedication is truly inspiring us. Now what I want to say is, once again, let's go back to the basics. We need to go back to the basics in every class, okay? Like muzaf, muzaf, and everything is going with the basic concept. Now let's try to analyze how much we have understood, okay? Now I don't want to say anything, I want to hear from you. I just want to hear from you. Okay. One at a time. Whoever knows the answer, raise your hand. Okay. Now, when you see this kitabun, what is the meaning of this? Anybody who knows, raise the hand. Yes. Specifically, a book. MashaAllah, we got the answer as a book. So we got the meaning of it. We all have understood the meaning of it. And specifically, you have said it is a book. Now, if I want to make it as the book, what is the way? Wait. All of you want to answer, yes? Let's give a chance. Al-Kitab. Can you give me with the Arab towards the end, how does it end specifically? I know you said it right. Al-Kitab, book, mashallah. Okay, very good. So we'll take it up this way. Okay, all of you can read me here. Al-Kitabu, mashallah ta'ala. Al-Kitabu means? The book. So you all understood this, right? Forget about the terminologies. When we speak on the terminologies, it may go as a bouncer. If you understand the concept, very well. Inshallah, you have to learn the terminologies also. But if you have understood this, then that means feel at ease, you have understood. Now if I am saying what is that, then again you might get too many words and you might miss out the bus. I don't want that to happen. Let us go together, let us carry on. So a book, you have understood, and the book, you have understood. MashaAllah ta'ala. Now, the sign when you get two dhammatain, and it is a common noun, or if it is indefinite, what is the word in Arabic? Anybody knows? Raise the hand. Yes? Nakira. This is what nakira is. What is nakira? Indefinite word, and a common noun is called as nakira. Nakira.
Is there a difference? I understand common noun, but indefinite I don't understand. Is there a difference?
Common noun and indefinite is the same thing. It's the same thing. But when I say proper noun and definite, then there is something more. Okay, I'll come to that. Now, Al-Kitabu, what is it?
Specific for the book.
That is? Marifa, mashallah ta'ala. So Marifa is definite and proper noun. So proper noun is generally we understand the names of a person, names of a city, name like my name is Umar and Bangalore. All these things are proper noun. And here when I say the book, it is definite. The book is definite. So when I say Marifa, it is definite and it also could be a proper noun. So we have understood all these things, concepts. MashaAllah. Now let us go back to this itself. Is it singular or is it plural? Raise your hands. Again. Singular. For singular, again, the word in terminology is mufrad, if you want to know. For plural, it is jama. Jama. Jama means it's too many people coming together, isn't it? Jamiyat we say, Jamaat we say, Jamia we say, university and all these things, Jama. So now we have understood the number also. We have understood the status of it, that it is nakira, and it can be changed to marifa. then the number it is mufrad, singular. The same thing if it is becoming a plural, what does it become? Yeah, with the word for that? No, the word for that. Right. So the same thing becomes what? So the same thing takes different shapes. Now again it becomes, when it is plural, it is kutubun. Kutubun. Kitabun, kutubun. So now we got books here. Now, what else do we see here? What else do we see here? In Arabic, everything has to be either masculine or feminine. Everything should be in either masculine or feminine. There is nothing called neuter. There is nothing called neuter here. So you need to place this masculine. You understood that also. It is not feminine. Why is it not feminine? Answer please. Somebody. Yes, sister.
It's not got that ending with
The round ta. Round ta. It's called in English as round ta. The same thing in Arabic is called as ta marbuta. Ta marbuta. But round ta. Okay. So it is what? It is muzakkar. Again, muzakkar means masculine. Muannath. So you understood that also. It is masculine. You understood the gender. You understood the state of it. And you understood whether it is a singular or a plural. You understood so much? So once you understand these things, then you should understand how two words can come together and make some meaning with it. Two words come together and make some meaning out of it. Now, did we give the word called jadidun? So far you haven't heard to the word jadidun, right? We did? We have heard to that word in this class, in these sessions. Jadidun means what? New. Now, we need to make a sentence out of this. The book is new. That is the sentence I want to make. Okay? Now we are going to a next level which we have already learnt. The book is new is the sentence that I want to make. Somebody can help me out? Yes. Al-Kitabu Jadidun. MashaAllah. Now we have come up with some more advancing. Al-Kitabu MashaAllah. Now we got a sentence. Al-Kitabu Jadidun. We have come to that. Why not Kitabun Jadidun? We're talking about something particular. So I said, the book is new. So for a sentence to be made, you need to have either two sentences. Two kinds of sentences are there. What are the two sentences we have learned? No, two kinds of sentences. Jumla Ismiya, Jumla Fi'liya. So where does this come under? Which Jumla Ismiya? Why is it Jumla Ismiya? You're starting with the noun. If I say Kitabun Jadidun, what is the meaning you will get? Anybody can think of it? A new book. Okay. Now we haven't touched that. A new book. A new book is something which you are hearing for the first time. Because we have learned the book is new. Al-Kitabu Jadidun. When I say Al-Kitabu Jadidun, it is Jumla Ismiya. A new book is not a sentence. A new book, it is not completing as a sentence. So we haven't learned it. We haven't learned it, but we would love to learn it, isn't it? We would love to learn it, inshallah. Now we'll touch that, inshallah. I will touch on that. Kitabun Jadidun, I will touch on that. Okay, this is something we are touching new concept. Kitabun Jadidun means what? A new book. It is not a sentence. Okay? Al-Kitabu Jadidun means the book is new. You are giving some meaning to it, isn't it? Complete meaning is there. So, Al-Kitabu, it is the first word of the sentence. Is it a noun or a verb?
No.
The second word, again, is it a noun or a verb? Noun. Jadidun is also a noun. The first word is called as Mubtada. Mubtada. The first word or Jumla Ismiya is called as Mubtada. And the second word or the second latter portion, it could be lengthy also, it is called as Khabar. Khabar. So Mubtada and Khabar. You have understood the concept, but you did not hear to the terminology. Sorry. You have already understood the concept. Al-Kitabu Jadidun is a sentence. In this sentence, you have the sentence starting with a noun, with an ism. For the noun, in Arabic, it is called as what? What are the three parts of a sentence? Generally, you can find what are the three kinds. Wait. I would want three parts, three kinds of kalam. Kalam is speech. What are the three? Yes, ma'am. Ism, fail, harf. What is ism?
No.
Fail, harf. Fine. Now this is ism, or is it fail, or is it harf? Ism. We are clear with that?
Yeah.
No doubt about it. So when you find a sentence starting with ism, is it Jumla Ismiya, Jumla Failya? Clear? So when you have a sentence which is Jumla Ismiya, then the first part or the first word, which is a noun, is called as Mubtada. That's it. It's called as what? Mubtada. Subject and predicate. So don't read too much because we want to take the class together, inshallah.
If it is noun, it is called.
Yes.
It is noun.
Yes. The sentence has to start with the noun. Only then it is Jumla Ismiya. And if it is Jumla Ismiya, the first portion is Mubtada. And the second portion which gives the meaning or more understanding of it is Khabar. So that is Mubtada and Khabar. If you want to know it in English, subject and predicate. So what I want to say, you have asked the right question, but don't bring new concepts. You understand? We're going in a level where there are freshers in this class. There is somebody who has not read more books and all that. So if somebody has read, keep it to yourself. Don't start the new concept. Then again, it becomes too difficult for those who are just beginners. You didn't start. You didn't start, but still I'm giving in advance. Don't start any new concept. So, Mubtada and Khabar you understood. Terminologies. Why am I telling you terminologies? Because when I'm asking you again, you will have to identify what is Mubtada and what is Khabar. Mubtada and Khabar you have understood. Now, we learned the concept of Mudafun, Mudaf ilay. Mudafun, Mudaf ilay. Mudaf is something which is possessed. Mudaf ilay is the possessor. We have to say, this is Muhammad's pen. If I have to say, this is Muhammad's pen, or we will go by the book itself. Okay? This is Muhammad's book. We say this is Muhammad's book. We have to speak it out. In the sentence, we have to speak it out. So how do we say that in a sentence? Hand, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Let's give an opportunity. Yes.
Kitabun Muhammadin.
Kitabun Muhammadin is incorrect.
Kitabu Muhammadin.
Kitabu Muhammadin is correct. Kitabu Muhammadin. You may ask, why is it happening? That is how Arabic language is. So we have to accept that is a rule in Arabic for us to understand that this is how the changes will take place. So Kitabu Muhammadin. The same Kitabu will lose one of its Dhamma. It will lose one of its Dhamma, and then you have another form which takes, that is, another form which takes. So far we had Al-Kitabu, we had Kitabun, now we having something without Al. It is Kitabu Muhammadin. Everybody has understood this until here? Nobody has missed out anything. If you don't, you please ask. Everybody has understood? Amin bhai? So Kitabu Muhammadin means Muhammad's book. And this is Muzaf, Muzaf ilayh. The first one is Mudaf, the second one is Muzaf ilayh. No confusion. Everything is going well. Everything is going well. Now, here, Kitabun Jadidun is something which we talked about. It is not a sentence. If you want to talk about, Kutubun Jadidun, okay? You can't say Kutubun Jadidun, it has to be Kitabun Jadidun, okay? Let's just, okay, Kitabun Jadidun. Why I didn't want Kutubun? Once again, if I say Kutubun, even the next portion will be in plural. Okay? Yes. If I say anything which is in Muzakkar, then even the next portion should be in Muzakkar. If it is in Muannas, it has to be in Muannas. If it is in singular, the other portion has to be singular. There's one exception to that we'll touch it later on. So, Kitabun Jadidun means a new book. This is a noun, and this is the adjective. Adjective, we say adjective, isn't it? We say adjective. So what does the adjective do? It gives the quality of the noun. A tall man describes the noun, you know. Tall man. I'm a man, and I'm tall. The tall word becomes what? Adjective. And here, Jadidun is what? Adjective. Kitabun? Noun. Kitabun Jadidun. This is called as Mausuf Sifat. That's all. Mausuf Sifat. Mausuf Sifat. Sifat means quality. We come to know आप इनके सिफत बहुत अच्छे हैं यानी अल्लाह के सिफत के बारे में बोलते हैं अल्लाह की सिफत क्या है सिफत means the quality of a thing or you can say what you call in other words नात मनुत है मगर इंग्लिश में characteristic attributes बोलते हैं attributes quality okay kitabun jadidun it's just a noun and adjective that's it the same thing if I have to say the new book again it's a the new book what I have to do add even this portion has to be Al-Kitabul Jadidu. If I say Al-Kitabul Jadidu, again, the new book. It's not a sentence. It is just the quality of the noun and the adjective. You understood till here? Any confusion? I am seeing some...
Al-Kitabu Al-Jadid. Is that correct?
Yes. Adjective. If I didn't have Al, if I say, for example, I did not have Al, Al-Kitabu Jadidun. It's a sentence. The book is new. Now it is just the quality of the noun which is being expressed in the form of adjective. Al-Kitabul Jadidu means the new book. That's all. Without Al, a new book. Kitabun Jadidun, a new book. Al-Kitabul Jadidu, the new book. And it is not a sentence. So this, if you understand, this is Mausuf sifat. Mawsuf, sifat. These are the concepts that you have to understand. If you have understood till here, you are clear with what we are wanting to teach you, inshallah. Have you understood till here?
Yeah, both the sentences are correct. The first one, Al-Kitabu Jadidun, means the book is new. The second part, Al-Kitabu Jadid, the new book.
Yes.
The meaning differs.
It's not a sentence.
It's not a sentence,
Yes.
but the meaning differs.
Correct. The meaning is different. Al-Kitabu Jadidun, the book is new. Al-Kitabul Jaddu, the new book. You have to take it further. The sentence is still not complete. So let's understand the concept till here. If you have understood the concept till here, then we are fine. Why? Because inshallah ta'ala, in the coming days, we'll be giving you the book. That is the first volume of Durusul Lugatil Arabic. There you will find a lot of exercises which will keep you in the, it will mold you very well, inshallah. Don't worry about it. So far you understood the noun and adjective, then possessed and the possessor, that is muzaf, muzaf ilayh. Then you have understood what is marifa, nakira and all this stuff. Another thing which I want you to focus. This is another concept we have learned. Yes? We have learned this also. Okay. Okay? Kitabun, kitaban, kitabin. These three things we have learned. These are three forms. These are three forms, three cases. It is in three different cases. As the sentences keep forming, you will find the words changing its form. You will find it in three different cases, three different forms. Kitabun with two dhammatain, it is one form. Then fathatain, kitaban, it is one form. Kitabin with, kasratain, that is another form. Have you understood these three forms? To identify this, what is this called, this form called? MashaAllah. Second form? Mansoob. Third form? Majroor. This is mainly for identifying. It is required. Why? Because we will have to go progressing one after the other. When I'm telling with an example of a sentence, then you will be in a position to give an answer by saying whether it is mansoob or majroor or it is marfu. You have to say that. Now, having understood this, we understood that in muzaf, muzaf ilayh, you get, the second word will get what? Majroor. We learned it? We learned it, right? Then when the sentence is beginning, we understand. When it is in marfu state, the initial sentence, when it's beginning, you will find the noun which is in marfu. Then I also gave one example. Muhammad saw Khalid. Muhammad saw Khalid. So that is subject and object. Let's say like this. We'll not go to the verbs now. We'll not go to the verbs now. We'll go later on. Muhammadun saw Khalidan. So Khalidan is what? It is an object. Something, the performer is Muhammad. The one on whom it has been performed, whatever, it is Khalid. So Khalidun would change to Khalidan. So again, that becomes what? Mansoob. So these are the forms. Clear? We have understood the form of marfu, majroor, mansoob. Brother, you understood? Clear? Fine. Now, having said that, so that means till now whatever has been taught, mashallah ta'ala, you have understood. You haven't missed out anything. Except that if you want to practice more exercises, you will learn that it is getting more complex. But that you will learn by exercises which go in a gradual manner, inshallah.
One question.
Yes.
I'm not clear on the mansub. When mansub is supposed to be said, right? Muhammad Khalidan. So how?
Yes, you understood. Itu?
Right, Muhammad.
Ra'a, it goes ra'a.
Muhammad Khalidan.
Hmm.
So how do you know? How do you know it's Khalidan and Khalidan? Because that would be mansub, right?
Right.
So how do you identify the mansub?
Mansub is one with fatha.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
How do you know whether to make it a mansub or a...
Yeah. Now, for example, Khalid hit Muhammad. Khalid hit Muhammad. Who is the hitter? Khalid. So he will have marfu only. Khalidun. He will have marfu.
The object will always have the
Nasab.
the mansub.
Yes. That's it.
Subject will have the marfu.
Correct. On whom it has been performed, that will have done. Dun, dan, din. Dun, dan, din. You're done now? You understood? Okay. Now we are going to start a new concept. Okay. Harf jar. Harf jar. Jar, you know what is jar? That which gives kasra. That which gives there. You know, in Urdu you say there. Now we just learned kasra. Kasra, fatha is in the top, kasra is in the bottom. So the harf, the preposition which gives jar, we learned majroor, isn't it? Marfu, mansub, majroor. Jar is the same word, you know, the connecting word. Jar is something which gives the kasra, something which will make it into majroor. So we will be learning certain prepositions which will make the noun into a kasra. Say for example, fi. Fi. You heard of fi? In. Fi means in. In Arabic, you know, in colloquial they say fulus fi. Fulus fi meaning, do you have money? But it is not actual Arabic, huh? That's the colloquial. Fulus fi, Muhammad fi. Muhammad fi, is Muhammad inside? Is Muhammad there? That's how it is. So, fi means in. Okay. Fi is in general, it is understood as generally inside. Fi. So, if this fi comes before any noun, it will make the noun into kasra. The noun will have what? Kasra. It will have jar. Soon after it will have jar. That is why it's called harf jar. Now let us say fi al kitab fil kitabi. Fil kitabi, what does it mean? In the book. Okay, if I have to make it in a book, anybody who can answer, just raise your hands and we'll give somebody who's fresher. Okay? In a book, somebody who can say, now we have understood in the book. Why is it in the book? Al is there? Sister?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Al kitab meaning the book. Fil kitabi, in the book. Now I want in a book. Yes, sister. Fi kitab. Now we learned that if fi comes, the next word will have fi kitabin. Okay. We understand? Fi kitab. This is the concept. Haruf jar concept, this is all. Nothing, no tension. No, we have understood Marifa Nakira. that is, what to say, definite, indefinite? Definite, indefinite. Here it is definite. Fil kitabi. Because once we have al, alif lam, then that becomes marifa. So the original is al kitabu. Say, let me elaborate on this. All of you have taken the note so far? Yeah. I'll just erase this. Say, we have Al-Kitabu. Okay, this is just Al-Kitabu meaning the book. Now we want to say in the book. So what we do? We bring fi. We bring fi. So fi, by its nature, it has to bring jar, it has to bring kasra to the next word. So just because this is calm, so this will move away.
And you have
That's it. And in case, if you want to say in a book, so when we have to say in a book, the original is what? Yes, the original is kitabun. The original is kitabun. Now if I say in a book, I have brought fi. I brought fi. So we will have to remove this. And what do we give here? Kasrat. Khalas. This is the rule. Fi kitabin. In a book. And this is called as harf jar. Harf jar, an example of harf jar is fi. One of the examples, fi. And there are many other examples. Ba, ta, wa, mundu, muskhala, rubba, hasha, min, ada, fi, and ala, hatta, ila. You've learned you've learned what you call easy way of learning. I told you even the other day. When I say dun, it is marfu. When I say dan, it is mansub. When I say din, it is majrur. Like that you learn. Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma. Anta, antuma. Anti, antuma. Ana. Memorize it like this. You have to memorize it that way. So, in harf jar, you have ba, wata, wa, mundu, muskhala, rubba, hasha, min, ada, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. So you might think, so many things. Now what I'm trying to say is, these many are there, but how many are in use? If you see, in general you will have 4 to 5 major use. Even other things are in use, no doubt. But what we need right now is 4 to 5. You'll learn that.
the rules are the same for
Rules are the same. Once the harf jar comes, the next word will have a kasra. Whatever comes, instead of fi, if it is ala, the next one will be kitabin only. That will not change. So let's see how well you are able to respond very quickly. Now we will take fi out. We will take fi out. Okay. Now we bring another harf. This is what? Ala means what? On. What do we get? If Allah has come, what do we get? Allah kita bin. What does it mean? Allah kita bin? On a book. On a book. Because we don't have what? We don't have al. Okay. Now, say if I say, I bring al here. What do we get? Alal kitabi. Correct? Alal kitabi. The meaning of alal kitabi is upon the book. Upon the. Now, if I say, I feel I can be more creative. Let us be creative and innovative. Come on, we have to be, isn't it? If I say alal kitabu, is it acceptable? Creative, come on, we have to be creative, isn't it? Shall we have alal kitabu? Is it possible? No. That's the answer. He's very bold.
No.
Here you can't be creative. You don't have scope. So alal kitabi, it has to be alal kitabi only. Okay, now we go. Now there is another word called min. Min. Min, you have seen min? You have seen in the Quran? Ana min al-Muslimin. Ana min al-Muslimin. Ana min al-Muslimin. Who said this? Ana min al-Muslimin. Who said this in the Quran? Surah Yunus, chapter number 10, verse number 90. Wa ana min al-Muslimin. Come on. Wa ana min al-Muslimin. Yusuf alayhi salam. Why you said Yusuf? Okay, you feel it is Yusuf. Surah Yusuf is in chapter 12, isn't it? Chapter 10, verse 90. Who said this? Come on, general knowledge. Wa ana min al-Muslimin. Who said this? I am from among the Muslims. I am from among the Muslims. MashaAllah, but it's not Musa alayhi salam. Anybody else? Come on, quickly. Yes. That is also incorrect. Next. No. Wa ana min al-Muslimin, chapter 10, verse 90. You all should go and refer today. Easy. Who said this? Come on. I want to see how much you can guess. How much? Because it is Surah Yunus? Good guess, but it's wrong. No. Anybody else? So you want to search all the prophet names? How many were prophets? Dawood, Sulaiman, Musa, Isa? That's not it. Okay, I'll give the answer.
Yes.
Close your eyes. Fir'aun says, Wa ana min al-Muslimin. Allah says, I will not forgive you. Get drowned. Last second, you are saying Shahada, not acceptable. So Fir'aun said, Ana min al-Muslimin, he wanted to become a Muslim. At the end, Allah did not accept. So, min, get familiar with min, min al-Muslimin and all that. When min is coming, min al-Kitabi, from the book.
So min is from.
Min is from. You might have heard in, when you go to Saudi and elsewhere, min aina anta. Min aina anta. Where are you from? Min is from. Aina is where. Anta is do. Min aina anta. Where are you from? I say I am from India. Ana minal Hind. Ana minal Hind. Hindi. Ana minal Hindi. So, min is from. I am from. So, it is also harf jar. So, whenever you find min, you have to understand the next thing, the noun will get a jar. Jar would be that. Yes, there are certain exceptions. Exceptions, we will deal with it later. There are, because if the form does not have dhammatain, then it will have a different thing. Let us not take all the things at once. Let's take one at a time. So if you understood harf jar, we will proceed. This is what harf jar is. Say for example, ba, we said ba. Generally, if you have ba, we have Allahi, Allahu. So you will find it as what will happen? Billahi. Say for example, Sheikh, we will have this way. Billahi, Sahih? You can give this here, that way. So isko nikal dena. So billahi, you will find the jar coming to the end of it. Even ba is also harf jar. Ba, wa. Say for example, you might have seen people, they say wallah. Wallah means what? By Allah. They are promising. It is actually wallahi. You're making promise. So wow also, it takes the form of the harf jar at times. Sometimes it doesn't take because it is used as and also. Wow is used as and also. And. Like for example, I am Muhammad, Umar Sharif, Nadeem, Sajjad Shafi. We are adding, adding one after another. So for adding, you are going to use wow. Wa bihamdihi, and you are using. So when we say billahi, even that is ba is harf jar. Even the wallahi, wow becomes harf jar.
But that is only in that particular case, right? But if it is and,
It will not be. So you will have to identify based on the.
you don't have the thing.
So you have to identify according to the situations. But I am telling you,
What is
B is by Allah. By Allah. Ba tallahi is also for promise only. For qasam. For the promising we use wallahi, tallahi. So there are many other things. So let us focus on ila, ala, then min. These are the main things.
So B by default is not.
Yeah. By default, in the sense there may be some exceptions. Because sometimes Allah, in the context that it is brought in, it may not have the meaning of on. It may not have the meaning of on, but in general terms, it will have the meaning of on. Okay. So, these many concepts we have learned, alhamdulillah. We have learned so many concepts, but we need to develop on the concepts by training. You have understood muzaf, muzafilai, then the complex forms of muzafilai, and the rare cases and the exceptions, which will have to be learned through exercise only. That cannot be taught through concept learning. That has to come by training. When you are given the book and you are given some examples, then you will crack it yourself, inshallah. Now, I would want to take very important thing, that is fail. We were talking about verbs. There, once again, the verbs, once you enter into this world, there's so much to learn. But we will touch upon mainly three things for now. Then we will develop further, inshallah. One is maadi, fail maadi, then fail mudare, and fail amr. These are the three things that we'll be focusing for now. And this world is further, it's like an ocean. But what is required now, let us focus on that. Maadi is past tense. Maadi, I'll write it. Maadi is past tense. Mudare is continuous or the future tense. Then that is present tense and future tense also. And amr is imperative. Amr means command. Amr means what? Command. So we are going to learn just the three of it. And even in that we are going to learn something which is very basic. We are not going to advanced. Maadi, Mudare, Sahih? Maadi, Mudare, and Maadi is for the, see this is Dad. Okay, this is not fa. Check. यहाँ को यहाँ पे ये थोड़ा दूसरा कपड़ा लेना पड़ता है. Get a different cloth, inshallah. Maadi. Okay. Maadi is for past. Mudare is for present and future also. Amr is command. We are giving some command. You have to learn that. Past, Okay. Yes, sister.
The second one?
Mudari. Mudari'un. Mudari. Mudari. Then it is amr. Imperative. Command. There is a command. Let me give an example. This is just an example first. Okay? Dahaba. Dahaba means he went. Dahaba means he went. Huwa Dahaba? Huwa means what? He. Dahaba. What happened to him? He went. Then if I have to say, Yadhabu. The same thing. You have Dahaba, but then we have the forms little changed. We have Yazhabu. Yazhabu. Yazhabu means he goes or he will go. Yazhabu means what? He goes or he will go. This is Mudari example. I'm just giving an example, and don't take it seriously. This is just a sample. Yadhab, he must go. He. Yadhab, anta, you must go. Yadhab. Yadhab, yadhaba. Yadhab, you must go. I am not going into that. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, Dahaba, yadhabu, Yadhab. Yadhab, he must go. He must go. So the forms keep changing. It is changing, isn't it? Sorry. Yadhab, anta, Yadhab. Yadhab, he must go. I will just let one.
In Zahaba,
Yeah,
in Zahaba we added huwa.
yeah.
So that we say he went.
You can use it if you want to make it.
Zahaba itself means he went.
Zahaba itself means he went.
She went to
Yes, that we learn.
Huwa did not be
So you found that Yazhab, Yashek, third person, and Dhaba is also third person. Again, Mudare, third person is Yadhabu. Dhaba, Yadhabu, Yadhab. I'm not going into the Muhatab. Not going into Muhatab. Just going into the,
If
Yeah.
Zahaba is he went,
yeah,
what is the word for went
went.
or go?
Just go. Just go, you meant to say.
Yeah.
Sheikh, what is the word for go? No, not command, self word. Dhahaban, masdar. Dhahaban, masdar. Go. The word go itself, it is zahban. Zahaban, it is, don't get into that. Don't get into that world as of now. Just take what is given. That will make things easy. Okay? Now if you are seeing Mahdi, Mudare and Amr. Mahdi, Mudare and Amr are three different kinds of verbs. The one which initiated was Mahdi. Mahdi is a past tense. Mudare is present and future. And Amr is command. I give just an example. Dhahaba, he went. Yazhabu, he goes or he will go. Then Yazhab, he must go. I'm not saying you must go, he must go. He must. Now the thing is, this is always in a format. I'll be teaching you a format. In Arabic, for verb, it is always fa'ala. Fa'ala. This is a format. If you have this fa'ala, for all the changes in the forms, you'll be using the same fa'ala. This fa'ala will change into yaf'alu. This fa'ala will change it into ifal. You understand? This fa'ala. So, fa'ala means he did. Fa'ala means what? He did. You'll have to memorize this format. You'll have to memorize this format. Fa'ala. Fa'ala. Understood? What is the meaning of fa'ala? He did. Fa'ala, they both did. Fa'alu, they all did. This is the format. If you know this, easy. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altunna, fa'altu, fa'alna. This is the format. You'll have to just memorize, keep it in your mind. That will help you to identify in the future. So fa'ala, 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 fa'alu. He did. They both men did. Then they all men did.
It is the same form as
Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hun. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. Same format. The same format we are going to learn. Fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu. He did. They both did. They all did. Understood, sisters? And then we understand. I don't have space here. Time's up. I'll just finish this. Only Mazi we will finish. We're starting from here. This here find all masculine, all the muzakkar. Now feminine also we should talk about. Fa'alat. Fa'alata. Fa'alna. Fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. She did. Fa'alat means she did. They both women did. Fa'alata. They two, feminine, maybe women or they could be girls. They did it. Fa'alata. Fa'alna. They all women did. Third person. गायब, they say गायब, third person they call it as गायब. वो तो गायब है ना, उनके बारे में बात करें, गायब है वो आदमी. So fa'ala, fa'ala, lu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna. Understood? Third person. We'll give a break now. Digest something and then you come back, inshallah. So you have a break for 5 minutes. Inshallah, very easy. It's very, very, very easy. Go by what we are teaching you. Don't take new concepts. Don't run into new concepts. Take as much as possible. We are understanding how much you can take at this point, and then how you can develop over the period of time by given exercises. Once you are able to crack down the exercise, you will go on your own, inshallah. Don't worry about it, inshallah.